Hello, my name is Brian McIntosh, the Education Director at the International WaterCentre. Are you thinking of applying for and enrolling in one of our Master's programmes, the Master of Integrated Water Management or our new Master of Catchment Science? And are you thinking about, well, how on earth am I going to juggle the competing demands of work, study and life? What I'm going to do over the next couple of minutes is tell you about how we've structured our Master's programmes to provide a flexible and accessible and directly work-relevant form of learning. Look, you can be a full-time student, that's great. If you've got the time to spend a year to 2 years engaging in full-time study, immersing yourself right in there, that's fantastic. But we recognise that there are, in fact, many of our students, about half of our students, are working professionals. And so we've provided a part-time route through our Master's programmes. What have we tried to do with that part-time route? Well, we've tried to make it as work-friendly as possible. How have we done that? Well, we use a blended learning approach to structure the delivery of the part-time route through the Master's programmes. What does blended learning mean? Well, it means a mix of face-to-face and online learning. So at the start of each trimester, generally the start, for some of the Master of Catchment Science trimesters, there's an intensive in the middle, but generally at the start of the trimesters, there's a week-long intensive. As a part-timer, you'll be doing 2 courses, usually 2 courses per trimester, so that week-long intensive is there to provide you with immersion in the topics for those 2 courses. That means you need to come away from work for 1 week per trimester, so 2 weeks in each year. If you decide for the Master of Integrated Water Management to go to Thailand or Perth, then you might need to take another week to engage in the immersive experience that those courses provide. But a week away from work each trimester, and then you're back at work in your normal life. You've got a series of online classes, 1 per course. It alternates, so in 1 week you'll have an online class for 1 course, in the next week you'll have an online class for the next course. Of course there's reading and doing to be done in between, but that enables you to be back full-time working. It also enables you to apply some of the skills and the knowledge that you're learning during the trimesters directly to your work, get some feedback about what's working and what's not, discuss that with the academic delivery team and us at the IWC, as well as with the students, your fellow students on the programme. The Master's programmes are work-friendly also in the sense that the final project, which as a part-time student will occupy a full year, 2 trimesters done at a part-time pace, that final project ideally should be done as part of your normal work. So it's a way of adding value, extra research depth and robustness to some project that you're doing at work that will provide direct benefits not only to you as a professional but to your employer. The way that we, I suppose, thinking as well as being work-friendly, one of the reasons for running intensives instead of just pure online classes, using blended learning as our delivery model for part-time study, is the networking and the peer-to-peer learning. When I talk with alumni of our Master's programmes, part-time alumni, and ask them what's the best feature of the learning that you've experienced, a significant number of them talk about the intensives and the networking, the peer-to-peer learning, the forming of professional and personal relationships, which then are not just beneficial during the programme, but beneficial for many years afterwards. Other part-time alumni mention the benefit of pastoral care. There's a dedicated team here at the IWC whose sole job really it is to look after you. As part-timers, you're all very different. You've got different competing pressures, different professional development needs, and we're here really to provide that tailored, and it's not anonymous. We get to know you, you get to know us, a really hands-on and personalised form of pastoral and academic care. Running intensives means that you need to come here or to wherever the intensive is being run. And so we've tried to provide a degree of financial accessibility. So instead of you having to pay directly out of your pocket for the travel and accommodation expenses, we provide a partial scholarship. Some of that goes towards the fees, but we also, as part-timers, if you're having to travel interstate, or even maybe from New Zealand, we provide $500 for each trimester to go towards your travel and accommodation costs. And so we've made the part-time route work-friendly. We've constructed it in such a way that you get the benefits of peer-to-peer learning and networking, and we've also tried to make it as financially accessible as possible. What more could you ask for?